Hey Scorpio, welcome to your April 2023 tarot reading. For some reason, I was about to say January, so maybe for some of you, there's things either resurfacing that either maybe projects that you started in January, or maybe somebody that you met in January is reaching back out to you, or yeah, I think for some of you, there's something from January specifically. Maybe there was like a moon phase or something energetically happening at that time, and now it might be coming back or resurfacing for you. All right, so the overall theme that we have here for you, Scorpio, is prayers and wishes. So I feel like for some of you, there's a lot of wish fulfillment that's happening. I don't know that it's going to be happening for you exactly in April. It might take a month or two, but I feel like you're putting your intentions out there. You're putting your prayers and your wishes out there. She's dropping this coin in the well. Some of you are asking for money. And then these birds are really standing out, how some of them are sitting there waiting, and then some of them are choosing to fly towards the sun, towards the divine. I feel like there's a group of you who are saying, you know, I've been asking and asking for this thing, and it's just not showing up. And I feel like it's frustrating some of you. So just know that your prayers are being heard. But for some of you, because of what you're asking for, and the divine timing aspect and other puzzle pieces falling into place in your life, it's just going to take a little while, a little bit longer than, you know, maybe other people are asking for something similar, or, you know, maybe you have a friend that had the same intention or is working on the same manifestation and theirs is happening sooner than yours is. It's nothing to be jealous or envious about. It's just spirit saying, you know, yours is just going to take a little bit longer, and it's okay, because there might be something bigger and even better than what you've been asking for coming in. The dog and the cat in the background are really standing out. So some of you, I feel like there's a playfulness that's needed at this time. And then the dragonflies up here. I believe the dragonflies are a symbol for transformation, so there might be some change and transformation that's happening in your life, but you can also look up, you know, the spiritual meaning of a dragonfly, and it might give you some more insight if that's something that's really standing out to you in this card. There's 1, 2, 3 dragonflies, okay? And then we have this 3 of Water card. And it says a celebration, a wedding, graduation, or birth announcement, the need to have more fun. So I just want to point out that I do not normally interpret the 3 of Water as like a wedding or a graduation. Like that's more 4 of Wands to me. But since the card says those words on it, I feel like it could be important for some of you. I also feel like that last sentence there, the need to have more fun, is one of the key messages in your reading. Is it's time to let loose. It's time to just embrace the sense of joy. You know, we're heading into springtime. The sun is shining in this card, and I think that some of you are going to be getting outside, really enjoying the sunshine, and it's going to do a lot for your spirit, okay? It's going to really shift something in you, and you're just going to feel more playful. I feel like there's going to be more laughter in the month of April, and that's absolutely beautiful. And I think that it's really needed at this time, especially because the next couple of cards that I'm going to talk about. So we have this 9 of Swords. I feel like some of you have been really, I'm hearing some of you have been really questioning things. Like, why is this happening? Or why is this taking so long? Or why can't I just get my shit together, is what I'm hearing some of you saying. So side note, if you're offended by swear words, number 1, I'm probably not the reader for you. And number 2, you know, sorry, you're either just going to have to deal with it for this reading or find another video. So if you don't care that I swear, awesome. Welcome to my channel. We're going to be friends. All right. 9 of Swords. That pillow is standing out on the bottom of this card. So I think that some of you are having sleepless nights, or you're doing a lot of work while you're dreaming. Astral travel or astral projection is kind of what I'm getting there. You might be really busy in your dreams, doing a lot of traveling. So maybe setting some intentions before you go to bed, like, yeah, hey, my soul is going to be traveling, it's going to be doing its thing, but please allow my physical body to feel rested when I wake up. That's still an important aspect. All right, so yeah, there's a message here to kind of reiterate what we've gone over. There's a message of patience, a message of playfulness is needed. Be a little bit more lighthearted about stuff. It's okay. Things aren't as heavy as we make them out to be in our minds. Okay? And I do have to say that these messages are for the collective. So if something's not resonating for you, just leave it. Take what resonates, leave the rest for somebody else. And a second thing that I want to mention is that when I was first shuffling this deck, I believe it's the Everyday Witch Oracle, I was shuffling and I wanted one card for you. Well, the cards, all of them, the entire deck just flew out of my hands. And the first message, the first words that came to my mind was, "You're such a pain in the ass." And it was so, lighthearted. And it's the type of joking around that I grew up with. And if that's offensive to you, I'm so sorry. But my guides, that was the first message that came through, was wow, some people are viewing Scorpio as a pain in the ass. But it felt like it was in a lighthearted way. So I almost feel like some of you might need to ask a friend for help. When I see the Three of Water, I get a very friendly vibe from that, friends getting together, girls going out to your paint night, or guys going out to shoot some pool, or whatever it is that you guys like to do. I feel like there's a getting together of friends, and don't be afraid to ask your friends for support. And yeah, they might joke around with you, being like, you know what, there are parts of your life that are kind of a shit show right now, and you're a pain in my ass, Scorpio, but I love you so much, and I would do anything for you. So I feel like there's a really good friend that might be stepping up for you in the month of April. And the Nine of Pentacles has come out, and it did come out in reverse, so I want to mention that when I see the Nine of Pentacles, I think of a very independent energy, and I think that that's bothering you, because I think that you naturally want to be independent, and I think that it bothers you when you have to ask for help. But what Spirit is saying is you've got a good support group, whether it be coworkers or friends or family members, even if it's even if it's your partner. Whoever is that little support system for you in your life, definitely don't be afraid to ask for help from them, okay? And right now what I'm seeing with this owl, it's almost like a battle between that person and the owl, and it's a playful battle, but it's almost like the owl's trying to help her, and she's like, no, I've got it, and the owl's like, no, I've got it. And they're just that's the energy that I'm getting from this card right now, is that they're playing a little tug of war with this pentacles. And it's just let the owl help you, damn it. Just let your spirit guides, your spirit team. Some of you might really resonate with an owl for a spirit animal or a symbol that you see a lot. So the owl could be significant. But yeah, I think that some of you it's going to be important for some of you to receive help from somebody else. Six of Swords. Some of you are having trouble moving on. I feel like there's a group of you that had some type of heartache or anxiety lately. Maybe it's a work situation, maybe it's a relationship, whatever it might be for you. Maybe it was a health issue. I feel like there's a lot of dwelling on this, and it's setting you back in some type of way. So this is another interpretation of there's this headache energy, this overwhelm, this anxiety. You're feeling like you're being set back, like you've worked so hard to get where you are. You don't want to be set back now, and you're having a hard time moving on or adjusting to this new situation, this new scenario. Maybe some of you lost your job. Maybe some of you dealt with a breakup. Maybe it was a small loss of money. Maybe you had to pay more in taxes than you wanted, and you're like, how are we gonna, make this work? How are we gonna recover? I'm not sure. Take this as it resonates for you, obviously. And then the Three of Swords, this could be somebody, maybe somebody in the past really messed with your heart. Like, I see this heart almost having been sliced open, and she's almost in charge of these strings that are going through the heart now. So I feel like some of you are really still feeling heartbroken over somebody or something, and I feel like they've apologized, or there's a desire to forgive, but I feel like some of you are having a hard time forgiving somebody for some type of wrongdoing. And I don't know. I'm hearing, and it's holding you back. It's holding you back because you're not able to forgive them, or you're not able to forgive yourself. You might have done something that's causing a lot of anxiety, and you're like, I've said sorry, I want to make it up to them. Now I'm like trying to overcompensate. They want to move on, but I'm not ready to. And this is a lot of pressure. So that could be a potential situation for some of you as well. Whoops, I am so sorry for that. My coffee cup hit the camera. So let's see what else you need to know. So that was a little bit of a heavy energy. And now I'm going to top that off with the Rebel deck, which is also a little bit rough. Holy crap. You got a lot of messages. So I'll just go over these. I'm just going to take the top three. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there was 9 cards that came out altogether. I am not reading 9. All right. You are loved. Absolutely. I feel like this energy too could represent not being open and willing, or not being open to receiving love that somebody's trying to give you. Like, somebody's trying to, this could be like a new relationship or a new friendship or even a new job. I feel like there's somebody or something trying to open themselves up to you, and you're having a hard time accepting it. So some of you could be struggling with like self-worth or self-esteem or something like that. And then the back of the card says, you are here for a reason, don't fuck it up. So you're here to love, you're here to receive love, give love. Yeah, you are here for a reason, don't fuck it up, don't self-sabotage. That's a huge message that has been coming out throughout these April readings. Put the fucking phone down. Too much screen time is making you awkward and sad. Go talk to a live person. Absolutely. I think that this message definitely resonates with the Three of Water card, the card that's in the back here where I talked about. There could be a special friend or confidant, somebody that you're talking to. It could even be a therapist. Spend less time watching TikToks or Facebook Reels or whatever. If you're on social media a lot, you could be using that as a distraction. So what Spirit's saying is put the phone down for a while. Maybe it's getting out in nature, going for a walk, enjoying the sunshine, talking to a friend, asking your friends or your partner or somebody like that to go for a walk with you. Any of those things could be really good. And then it says, get the fuck out of your head. Get in your heart. It misses you. Absolutely. This get the fuck out of your head right there. She's got her head in her hands. She is so in her head about something. It's telling you need to get out of your head and just like into your physical body. Start the movement. You need to get into your heart too. I'm almost seeing that some of you are afraid to feel. You're afraid to be emotional. You're afraid to be vulnerable. Because it makes you look weak, is what I'm hearing for some of you. It doesn't make you look weak. All right, so let's see. What are some potential challenges for Scorpio? Okay. We've got the Seven of Pentacles, patience. This is a card of patience. You guys are really feeling like, I've been asking for this thing, I've been wanting it to manifest, and it's just not coming in. Keep sticking with it. It will come to you. You just got to be patient. And then the Seven of Swords. I feel like some of you are really worried about somebody doing something behind your back. You're worried about like sneaky energy, and it's keeping you closed off. And I feel like this is somebody from the past that still has some type of hold over like your emotions, or has some type of hold over you because you feel like they took something from you. They took your ability to trust or something like that. And then the last card I want to talk about is this number 28, movement. All right, I love it. And then there's a hot air balloon up here that could have a special meaning, a windmill. Yeah, and I've said get out of your head and get into your physical body. So that could be an important message, getting into your physical body. You are in a time of positive forward motion. This is the time for positive momentum as you come out of a period of restriction. You're in a stage of new adventure and discovery. You may feel compelled to take a trip, change your hair, or move your home and business. Regardless, you can't remain where you are anymore. You feel compelled to go forward. No matter what your inquiry, you will see your dreams take form and doors previously shut begin to open as if by magic. Movement is also a state of mind. The fog lifts, and you now know the actions you need to take. This isn't the time for fear. Let it go and move forward. So, yeah, I think that what it's telling you is, you know, the movement can be in the physical body, but it's also in the state of mind. It's not the time for fear. It's time to let it go and move forward. There is some type of forward movement happening. The Six of Swords is telling us that maybe there's some resistance there. And, you know, maybe it is time to let something go so then it can free our mind. We can lift the fog that's being held over our eyes. So, yeah, it's time for movement, time for moving on, time for letting the past go. And I almost forgot to talk about these last couple cards. We have Hecate, number 21. This is from the Deep, Dark, and Dangerous Oracle. And so the duality message with this card is darkness versus illumination. Seek and you shall find. Sometimes you need to travel through darkness to find the real treasure. Almost anything worth doing takes time. Move off the crossroads. It is time to make a considered decision. Keep your focus on your purpose. Do not wander off the path. So again, this is a message of it's time to move forward on something. If you're at a crossroads, it's time to make a decision. And then also, and it says almost anything worth doing takes time. Again, there's the message of patience there for you. And then this last card is number 30, and I don't know how to properly pronounce it. I think it's Myrmidon, but it might be Myrmidon. I don't know. And then it says discipline, the duality. Discipline versus chaos. Individuality versus the group. Develop or engage your self-discipline. Use your will to get a difficult task completed. Work together as a team. There is a time to go solo and a time to work with others to achieve a goal. Developing self-discipline can also assist with learning and leadership. Embody the change you wish to see. So I already talked about this, that you might need to ask for help. There might be somebody important with this Three of Water card that had come out that might be assisting you in some way as you're working towards a goal and intention. You know, you've got these things that you want to manifest in your life, so you got to decide or recognize what you need to do by yourself, what actions those need to be, and then what actions it's okay to ask or receive help from others. So that's a nice duality aspect there as well. So that's all I've got for you, friends. Hopefully these messages resonated for you. If you're looking for a personal reading, you can schedule on crystallizewithkate.com. Otherwise, I hope you have a beautiful month of April, and I will see you in another video.